Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Night's Black Agent Never Say Dead. I am your storyteller, narrator, game master. My name's Aaron. I stream on here periodically, both Shadowrun and get to play with kids on bikes, which is super cool. With me is Michael. I will let Michael introduce himself.
Hi everyone, my name's Michael. Yes, welcome to the show. I am an actor. Today I'll be playing as Aaron Khan in Black Agents. Sorry, it's Night's Black Agents. I always struggle with the name. Hey Jade Moon. Hey Stainless Steel Devil Rat. Howdy doody.
We have Hal and Danny.
How's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning in.
All right, so just a little bit about the game. So this is a one-on-one RPG. So just to prove out the concept that you don't need to have 15 friends in a room or 6 friends in a room to play some cool RPGs. Night's Black Agent puts you in the role of a vampire hunter, one who has been disavowed by one of the secret services. And for that, I will let Michael introduce Aaron Khan and a little bit about Aaron Khan and what he comes from.
Sure. So I'll be playing as Aaron Khan. He is a part of the British MI6. Essentially, what you would be known as like a James Bond, a Secret Service international agent. So Aaron essentially has been bitten by a vampire, and for the last 5 years of his life has been essentially controlled against his will. And he wakes up one day in a hospital bed, having just very foggy memories. He can't quite remember what he's been doing for the last 5 years, but he does know that what he has been doing has been horrific against his own will. And if he tries to remember what it is that he's done, he does so at risk of collapsing his mental state. Yeah, and so now what has happened is essentially he's woken up. He has been talking to the doctors and the nurses about, what happened, where is he, and he's been attacked by one of the doctors, and if I'm not mistaken, we have thugs outside the hospital.
Yep.
Who are about to come in and are gathering our stuff and getting ready to leave.
Yeah, so you had been checked on by the nurse. When Nurse Helmy left, you eventually got a hold of the doctor, Dr. Vertag, who was acting odd. You noticed it right away before he tried to attack you and sedate you. After that, you were able to get the nurse and convince her that you had been attacked by the doctor. You're not sure what's going on, and you convinced her to go to the doctor's office in order to search for your stuff. And you were able to find your wallet with your identification with a couple euros in it. You also found a gun as well, and so you had a couple complications. You were able to buy them down because you're now supplied. You kind of did a quick glance out the window before heading out, and you noticed 3 black sedans had pulled into the hospital sort of circular roundabout area. And
right.
Men in Black, sort of the Men in Black sort of step out. And you get this odd sensation that they're probably here for you.
Okay. I'm sorry, could you remind me what the nurse's name was? It was Dr. Vertag and Nurse
Helmy.
Helmy, okay. So I'll quickly say to the nurse, excuse me, miss, I really need to get going. Can you show me, is there a back exit I can get out of here? I need to get going right now.
Are you well enough to leave?
Yes, I'm well enough. I will be back tomorrow.
Look, I can help you. I'm a little bit worried about like your well-being. Like, look, you came in shot, and now you're running out, and you've got a gun.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time. I need you to show me the exit right now.
We're on the 4th floor. Like, we can take the elevator or we can take the stairs.
The fastest back exit. Come on, let's go.
All right, fine. Um, and so she starts walking at a very fast pace, heading over towards sort of this one wing of the hospital. So think of the hospital sort of shaped like a V. And you can see down this hallway, and it's mostly empty. You can see a couple bits of equipment in the hallway, but for the most part, it looks like this is office area. And at the end of the hallway, you see one of those exit signs, and you can see it pointing to what looks like a stairwell. And she's like, "This will take you out."
The stairs.
Yeah, I mean, we can wait for the elevator, but it seems like this isn't what you want. To ride the elevator if somebody's coming in the lobby.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? There is Can you just repeat that one more time?
So we could take the elevator, but you seem agitated and that you didn't want to take you'd rather take the stairs.
I need to level with you. There are people on the outside. They're probably in here right now, and I believe they're here for me. And look, I just need you to trust me like you trusted me before. I mean no harm, but I need to leave.
I need you to make me a check. So I'm gonna load up your character sheet in just one. You are not Leelacan, but good enough. I need you to do a quick test of your... cool. We'll do a cool test. So you have 2 dice in cool.
And so that is a 2d6?
It is.
Alright, let's do it. Kender Mage is telling me to fly. Okay. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
She's like, I think you might be delusional, but she notices you have a gun at this point. So she's like, just go down the stairs and there's an exit just outside there. If you when you push that bar, it's gonna set off the security.
Thank you for telling me. Thank you, and I will just make my way downstairs.
All right, so you are able to sort of fly down the stairs, and it's one of those sort of circular style staircases where you're going down like 2 or 3 flights at a time.
Right.
At this point, in order to make it out of the hospital, I need you to give me an evasion challenge. So as you're running down the stairway, evasion is one of your skills. And so just in the... so we'll do 1d6 at a time, because it adds to the tension. You can do a stunt if you want.
Stunt.
Do you remember what a stunt was?
That was essentially like using one of my edges.
The stunt is where you spend one of your dice. Or so in this case, you could do a stunt in athletics, a stunt in fighting, or a stunt in cover.
I'm gonna save one of those.
Okay. So you got a 4.
No.
That means you're doing pretty good. You're moving down the stairs at a good rate. You can hear noises off in the distance, angry voices, but you think that you're going to be able to skip out pretty easily. Roll me another d6.
6.
10. You do not need to do a stunt. Alright, so you make it all the way down to the stairs, down to the exit. Nobody has seen you yet. You, as a bonus, are going to gain an additional challenge token. Let me move things around so I can give you back. Also, you earned one of your pushes back. And so in the whatever the next challenge is, you're going to gain an extra bonus die. But yeah, you've made it down without any problem. And as you burst through the door, you see one of those guys in their black suit, black sunglasses, and he's not carrying. He can see that he's armed with a pistol, but he's also armed with a truncheon. So he's got a short, like heavy stick, and he points at you, and he's like, "Stop!"
I'll pull out the gun. Is there a civilian nearby at all, or is it just me out in the open?
It's you. You've broken through outside of the hospital. You can see there are civilians off in the distance. This sounds like a fighting test.
I'll take the gun out and I'll point it at him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a fighting challenge would work better here. So he would charge at you, and so it's your chance to showcase.
Okay.
And so remember, you're injured, so it's a physical challenge. You're going to take -1 on your result. But you flew down the stairs no problem, so you get a +1 extra die. So you get 3 dice.
Perfect.
So let's roll a d6. Let's see how you're doing.
Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it should be fine, right?
5.
5. All right.
Excellent.
So he's swinging at you with this heavy stick, and you just come up underneath him, and you think you've got a great shot lined up. Why don't you give me another d6?
It's not going to take me alive. Another 5.
Oh, Roll20 loves you today.
Coming in right when I need him.
You don't even need the extra die. I will let you bank it. So, actually, we'll convert it. We're going to convert your extra die into an extra push.
How sparkly am I, says Chris.
He's not a vampire. So yeah, you get up and you just hit him straight into the ribs, and you watch him grunt, and then you smack him into the side of the head, and you watch him sort of collapse down on the ground.
Perfect. Okay.
What you gain out of that? You beat the crap out of the goon. And you can pick one of the two.
Hell yeah.
You can pick one of two things. You can either overhear what he was saying on the radio and recognize the voice on the other side, or you can grab him and drag him and try to interrogate him.
Oh. I'm gonna interrogate him.
All right. So the question I would have is, what next? Do you want to try to get him out of the way? I mean, you've got bad goons on the facility.
Is he still conscious?
He is extremely groggy. Like, he looks pretty out of it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him where his car is and to show me it right now.
He points to one of those 3 black sedans, which have 3 guards out front of it.
Ooh. They're waiting on the outside of the cars? I don't know if I could take out 3 right now. That would cause a lot of noise.
You can see other cars in the parking lot.
Right. I don't really know how to hijack a car, do I?
Of course you do. If you wish to steal a car, it's a mechanics check. And do you have mechanics?
Yeah, because I am that cool. Okay.
Yeah, you're James Bond.
Let's do it. I do have it. Okay, so then I'll drag him to a 3 is a recurring number. Okay.
It's always 3 TPKs.
So yeah, I'll drag him with me. I'll bring him to one of the cars with me.
All right, so
trying to act as nonchalant as I possibly can.
You acting nonchalant with dragging a guy,
Right?
So yeah, you drag him across the parking lot, and you can see the guards are sort of scanning for anything abnormal, but they seem to be facing away from you and facing the hospital itself.
Okay.
At this point, feel free to do your mechanics check, and there is a stunt if you wish to spend dice to do it. Either filch or
I don't
driving.
need it yet. Okay.
So you
so
got
I got
a
a 3
3
for the first mechanics check.
You're able to
Pull it again.
get the car door unlocked, but it takes you a little longer than you wanted to.
Okay. No one's on me yet. I'll do it again. A 5.
Much better. So at this point, you're in
This
the
weekend at Bernie's. You win a victory.
yeah. So you're in the push stage. So if you were to take this result, you would likely be able to steal the car and get out of here. If you wanted to use a stunt, you could potentially gain some advantage.
And let's see, one of the stunts I could do would be driving or what is filch again?
Filch is the steal.
Oh,
although you already used
I'll
your
roll
filch.
a stunt for steal.
Did
I use the filch? Okay.
Yeah. For the needle.
Okay, then I'll use the driving one. Yes.
All right. So you spend your driving. So roll me one more dice.
A 1.
Oh. So you're still one short of getting in advance. Are you going to just take the push?
I do have a bonus though, don't I? I had a bonus.
You had a
banked.
free die that was sitting around waiting to be used. Or no, you got pushes. So
I'll use that one.
Sorry, the free die went away. I converted
okay.
to push.
I'll spend a push.
You'll spend a push. Okay. So you spend a push, and give me one more die.
A 3.
Perfect. So you're having a little bit trouble with the steering column. You're a little bit worried that you're going to set the car alarm off, and you've already dragged him into the back seat. And you give him like a quick shot to the jaw just to make sure he stays down. You are able to get the car hotwired. It starts up. And you make it as far as the side gate before they spot you. At which point you gun the engine.
Okay.
And so you're driving down the road, this mountainous road near Budapest, and this other car slams out near you, and you just quickly whip the wheel, snap it really quick, and you hit him right in the rear quarter panel, and you watch him spin around you, and you continue driving on.
Oh. Huh.
And when
he didn't see me and hit me?
No, he tried to run you off the road, but you had better driving skills. You were able to basically hit the brakes, slam on the gas, turn the wheel. You watched him spin out around you. And when you do, you recognize the face staring back at you. And so we're going to give you Edge 5.
Okay. Memories of Sinclair. A flash of memory, John Sinclair, ex-SAS. You were friends, both former British clandestine ops, both exiles, both thralls of vampires. Oh. Sinclair smiling as he cut the throat of a prisoner. Oh. Oh, God. And another memory, Sinclair's address in Budapest. Discard this for a push or an extra die when facing off against... Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
So
he was, yeah.
So yeah, you remember interacting with him closely, and you've got these memories of him. Well, we don't have to worry about that one and that one. All right, so you're out of the hospital. You've got a car. You've got a prisoner in the back seat. It's starting to get dark as you're driving through these mountainous roads. You know that the kill team that had been sent after you is still out and about, and there's still risk there.
Okay. Am I able to pull over and maybe duck into an alley somewhere so I can talk to this guy?
So you're on. It's out in the wilderness. You think that you could probably pull off the side of the street, or maybe try to find one of these old country roads, and get off where you're out of sight of the road.
Let's take that second option.
All right. So yeah, you're able to sort of pull off the road. You're able to get where you believe that. Actually, quick test. Let's check your cover. No, that's not right, is it?
Let's see.
Conceal.
Conceal?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a d6. A 2.
It's looking rough.
Okay, one more. Here we go. A 3. No.
You think you've got a pretty decent hiding space, but you know, there's trees, right? Like, they're not going to spot you.
Yeah, expediency. Okay.
And so, yeah,
so
I'll
pull over to the side. Yeah. And yeah, I'll bring him out of the car. And how's he looking? Is he still out? Is he still groggy?
He's still groggy. He's at this point he's holding his head with his hands. You can see that he's favoring one of his sides where you had given a good quick shot. And he kind of mutters under his breath like,
Yep. Yeah.
You need to go back to Sinclair. Look, Sinclair's looking for you. You need to avoid being in trouble.
Why were you coming after me?
Why were you leaving Jorowitz? When he says
Is that a name I recall?
There's a yeah, the name vaguely rings a bell. Like you feel a tightness in your chest when he says that. That's a name that has like weight and meaning, but you're not like the memories are just like slippery, running water through your fingers.
What was it called again? Jorwitz?
Yeah, Jorwitz. Oh, sorry, Jovitzo. Helps me if I actually read the names. It's Jovitzo.
Jovitzo. Okay. Now you listen to me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did or what you think that I did. But I was not me. And I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. So you need to start answering my questions the first time I ask them. Now what the hell is Jorwitz?
He's your boss. He's Sinclair's boss.
Okay. And who do we work for?
He's an old, powerful man. He's got money. He's got influence. You act as
none of this is explaining why you were coming after me. And what, were you gonna kill me or
only if you didn't come back. Sinclair wants you to go back. Sinclair wants you to go back.
Oh. No, I don't know what the hell it is that Sinclair wants with me, but I want nothing to do with him.
I I don't think I don't think you get a choice in the matter.
Excuse me? And why is that?
Cause he'll just kill you. Like, you do you recall anything about like how this operates? Like, they'll just kill me.
And you're okay with that? Hmm?
Pays good. There's
You're
benefits.
nothing but a goon. If you
I
don't think I'll kill
resemble
you
that.
right now, you're... Sorry?
You said you're nothing but a goon. He's like, I resemble that.
Oh, okay. Kendra says go back and get your Snickers. Thanks, man. He just wants to pay me.
Like, I don't know. Like, what
What's
are
your
you
name?
doing with me?
Huh?
What are you doing with me?
What's your name?
Gustav.
Stuff. Your life's about to change. Because either, and Aaron will cock his gun, I'll shoot you right here. And your life ends in vain. Or you're gonna help me. Understand?
What? How am I helping you? Like, I gave you information.
Whatever I need. Whether it's to guide me somewhere or to cover my back.
Fine.
You got 3
fine,
seconds to answer me.
fine. I want to die today. It's not worth it.
Get in the car.
Fine. Climbs back into the car. You can hear off in the distance. You can hear cars coming this way, and you know that you're on the main road that's going to get you from point A to point B. Like, there's not a whole lot of other options. So.
Okay. Let's see. I have a few places I need to go. We need. Let's see. That. What was it? The church? Your phone has the address of a church in Budapest. Okay. The church and Sinclair. All right. I'm gonna start making my way to the church.
All right. So I need you to roll me. So we're gonna do a challenge as you get back on the road. It's starting to get nightfall.
Sure.
You're probably a little ways out from Budapest. Give me a sense trouble.
Okay. Sense trouble. D6. That's a 2.
Sure.
Do it again. And a 4.
There is no stunts for this one.
Okay.
So you are currently in push territory. You, with your injury still intact, you would need to roll a 5 or higher in order to get into advanced territory. If you wanted to take on an extra problem.
Problems. Let's do it.
All right, roll me another d6.
Here we go. It's gonna be a 5. It's a 2. Shit.
Luckily, you don't get 2 problems. You only get the 1.
Okay.
So you're going to get shaken. Add that to your list.
Shaken. Your head feels shattered. Fragments of memory, glimpses of previous missions, snatches of voices, the taste of blood, run through your brain. You're pretty close to breaking. You've got a -1 penalty to cool test while you hold this card. Counter either by confiding in someone or finding some other way to take the edge off.
So,
Okay.
as you're driving, you spot a large, dark, shadowy thing circling overhead. On quick, closer inspection, you see it's a tremendous bat, and you know instinctively that it's something that's immensely dangerous. You need to get out of sight now. Either dumping your car and hiding in the forest, or gaining exhaustion.
Gaining exhaustion, like
You'll gain a sleepwalking
how would
problem,
that?
basically. So you have a
Oh,
choice between two problems.
yeah. Let's get off
Pursuit
the
in the
road.
woods or sleepwalking.
Let's let's get off. No sleepwalking for me.
Okay, pursuit in the woods.
Uh-oh.
At which
Pursuit in
point,
the woods. You had to hide in the woods to dodge the monster pursuing you. Oh. Wet, cold, and exhausted. -1 to physical tests until I take time to rest.
that makes you at a
Okay.
-2 because you've been shot.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can hear this bat flapping in the distance, and as you're running into the woods, you know, Gustav is trying to keep up, and all of a sudden you hear a scream behind you, and when you look back, he is gone.
Shit. Okay. I'll keep going. I guess he was good for one thing.
I'm double checking if there's some things. So, a suggestion I could have is you could attempt to use your networking ability to contact someone, to try to find a dependable ally, or relatively dependable ally.
Okay.
So yeah, you'll roll me
Let's
that
see.
as a quick test. Or is
Okay.
network,
Yeah, let's do that.
is it a quick test, or is it a... Yeah, it's a quick test.
Let's see. Okay. So D6. Here we go. It's a 1.
Starting to fall apart. Give me another one.
Here we go. Here we go. This is why you don't get attached to your pets. 4.
All right, so you recall that there was an old building outside of Budapest that you had buried supplies in.
Right. Right.
You think
Okay.
that
I'll
you might be able to make it across the way?
Okay. Yeah, I'll head that way. Is that bat still on my tail?
Yeah, you can hear the flapping.
Make my way down there.
So you can spend a
Now,
push.
could I fight?
You could try to fight the vampire. That is true.
Okay.
Okay. That might be rough at this point.
I don't think.
But
yeah,
you can.
I don't think now's the time. But okay.
I have an attack of the bat challenge that is available to you if you wished. Or you can spend a push to do outdoor survival, which is one of your skills, and that would allow you to potentially get away.
That's okay. I think right now I want to focus on retreating and getting to the warehouse.
To the cache?
But fighting it sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, the cache.
Okay, so you're going to spend a push and use your outdoor survival. So tell me a little bit about how you... So one of the things you suddenly recall is like crossing moving water. potentially can throw off one of these dark spirits. You'd heard rumors in
Oh,
old mythology. So, knowing that, like, how would you make your way towards this cache, which you know to be near an old farmhouse?
the cache is near a farmhouse.
The cache
Is
is
that's
near.
correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Um, shit, I mean, so I'm in a forest. I have the bat chasing me right now. One potential thing I could do is try to find running water, which at this point I don't really see other than my own stream of piss. Um, I don't know.
A friend of mine told me sometimes
So if
he laughs so hard that he cries down his pant leg.
oh god, I'm glad you admitted that. Okay. Um, yeah, and there's no water in my sight, right?
You can hear a stream off in the distance.
Yeah, if it's off in the distance, then yeah, I will make my way toward that water. Run, run, run.
All right, so you are able to make it across the water. You can hear this bat cry off in the distance, and it sounds fairly frustrated and angry.
If I look back at it, I know it's night, but am I able to see what it's doing?
You can see it flapping, basically going up and down the river. You can see it sort of silhouetted by the moon. So
Hmm.
it's not following you at this point.
That is so interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Then after that, I'll make my way to the cache.
so yeah, you recall that it's a buried cache of supplies in the countryside, near Budapest. You had hid it in the barn of an old farmhouse. Um, as you approach this old farmhouse, you can see that there are a pair of dogs sitting on the porch of this old farmhouse, and the lights are off.
Okay.
You see an old pickup in front of the farmhouse.
Okay. I guess hmm. Those dogs are gonna cause me trouble if I don't take care of them. Um. I'll shoot. I'll try friendly approaching the dogs and see if I can maybe pet them or get them to understand that I'm just a visitor or something.
So when you walk towards them, they both sort of perk their heads up, and one of them barks, but it doesn't sound angry. And then you see the light flicker on in the one of the windows. Then you hear a voice cry out, and it sounds fairly old. Who's there?
Um, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm just trying to make my way through.
Aaron?
There's some very friendly dogs. Yeah?
Hold on.
Who is that?
Wait, you don't know who I am? I'm Gregor.
Would you... Right.
And you see him sort of
And
peeking
do I
out
see
the
Gregor
door.
at this point?
Yeah, he's got the door open. He's got his head out. You can see that one hand is holding the door. The other one is fingering something that's on a chain around of his neck.
Gregor, hey man, look, I've had a very long day. I just need somewhere to rest.
Yeah, I mean, you've got your stuff in the barn.
Right. Um.
What's going on?
Okay.
You're not acting like you normally do.
No. No, I'm not. And look, I gotta be honest. I don't know what's happened to me, but I don't remember much. And I don't know if I can trust you. I don't know if I remember you honestly, but is there
You
some way you could
look, you
show that
you were here
you
like 2 weeks ago,
yeah.
and you asked me that you were gonna set up some stuff in the barn just in case. And you were acting a little weird.
Yeah.
And as you watch him talk, you can see that he's fingering a crucifix on a chain, a silver crucifix on a chain that's right over his heart. Like, look, I don't keep track of what you guys do. I keep my nose out of it. Like, you want to work here? I mean, you took my son.
What?
Just get what you need. If you want to sleep in the barn, sleep in the barn.
Okay. I'm gonna do that, and hey, maybe we could talk in the morning. Just have a chat over some coffee.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, are your friends coming?
No, no one's with me.
Yeah, we could talk in the morning. It's completely fine.
Thank you.
All right, so
I'll make my way back into the barn.
you make it back into the barn, and you're gonna find some stuff as you start like recalling the things that you had put in place there. You find a shallow grave, really, with a bundle with around a waterproof plastic sheeting. Inside, you find a gun and several clips of ammunition. You find a sheaf of passports, different names, but all with your picture. You find cash in various currencies and denominations. You find medical supplies, including painkillers. You find some other gear like rope and that type of stuff that's sort of useful. You find a rugged thermos flask and a photograph, very old. Looks like it's from like the 1920s. It's damaged and faded, but you can make out in the picture a fairly large wooden crucifix. So you're going to gain some edges.
Yeah, I need to rest and recover.
So you can take time. One of the things in the game that you can do is you can take time. When you take time, I take a look at what's going on in your world and see if something comes and tries to grab you. But you're able to, when you take time, you replenish all of your dice. So all those dice you had spent, they all come back. And you can also remove an injury when you take time.
Yeah. I think now is a good time as ever to use that.
Okay. You gain something for the crucifix. Gain edge.
That rosewater elixir looks really useful.
Alright, so I need to drop on a new token. Actually, I'm going to grab one of these push tokens and put it down further by the bridge. And that represents shadows. So what you end up...
Shadows?
So as you interact with things that are dark, mysterious, and probably filled with long, sharp, pointy teeth, that's the kind of thing that starts to leave a mark, and the underworld attempts to try to get a hold of you. There's another piece which is called heat, which is as you interact and the mundane sort of authorities notice you, you will gain heat. So there are two sort of side mechanics that basically control how much either the vampires are looking for you or the authorities are looking for you.
Okay.
So you take time. Let me go check your blowback. You have... What scene are we in? After leaving the hospital...
I got photos, I have a photo, I have supplies, I have...
You don't have sleepwalking.
Damn. I got...
No, you're good. I checked all the blowback. Nothing is gonna get you.
Nah. Obviously, she was a chef. That's from my list of poorly explained movie plots. Woman with amnesia learns she isn't a chef. Damn.
Alright, so, you've surpassed the kill team. You are out in the woods. You wake up in the morning. And,
feeling like P. Diddy.
Yeah, you're feeling much better. Actually, let me go remove that one problem. Because you had the problem of injury. You are no longer injured. Or beaten up.
Nice.
So...
I think I had like 2 physical ailments that was giving me -2.
Yeah, the other one is shaken? Nope. Shaken is that one.
Yes, that was the one.
No, it's pursued into the woods. So you're cold and wet. And you took time to recover, so that one goes away as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you're no longer cold and wet. You're dry. You've got some supplies. That goes
right.
away.
Now I can okay. What was his name? Greg? No.
Gregor.
Gregor?
Yep.
Yeah, Gregor. Okay.
He's sitting when you
maybe I can go talk to him.
When you leave the barn and if you were to head into his farmhouse, he's sitting there with a cup of coffee and a couple pieces of toast in front of him. He's like,
okay. Yeah.
Where's Peter? I haven't seen him in a year.
I don't know a Peter.
He gives you the squinty-eyed look, and he's like, "Look, you and your friends, you made deals with Peter, and you worked with him for years, and then he kept coming around less and less, and I haven't seen him in a year. Like, you've been..."
Gregor, I need you to be honest with me, and I might need you to start from the beginning, because here's what I remember. I remember waking up in a hospital bed yesterday, and I had a gunshot wound in my side, and a doctor tried attacking me, and there were people, there were suits who came to the hospital to try and take me out, to go back to this man named Sinclair. And I made my way here. I got almost attacked by a vampire. And I don't remember a goddamn thing. I don't know a Peter. I barely remember a Sinclair. And is that medium roast coffee?
Yeah, pour yourself a cup. If you want, you can spend... So you've got sort of 2 plays at this. You can either play off of an intimidation, because you can see that he's still eyeing you pretty wary. His left hand never leaves that crucifix. Or you can try to reassure him that you don't actually remember anything.
Yeah, I think I was going with that second route.
Yeah.
I'm trying to essentially appeal to his sense of sympathy, I guess, by confiding in him.
Okay. If you spend a push, he'll believe you.
Okay, yeah, I'll spend a push. Let's do it.
And your last push until you earn some more. All right. So he's like, look, you and your people started coming around like 5-6 years ago. And my son, like, he kept telling me it was easy money. Um, and man, God, I wanted to disown him so many times. And he'd come home and I would help him out again. And then, yeah, he asked if he could use the barn. I would let him use the barn. God, I don't want drugs on my property. But it's the only thing I could think
Drugs?
of. I never looked in the barn. Like that was not my business. And then like
So,
I haven't seen him in a year. And I mean, he'd even come back when my wife died. His mom.
Gregor,
Either
so
way,
you're telling me I took your I took your son away, and we didn't tell you what it was we were doing?
I I can only assume he's dead at this point. Look, the big thing is you came here 2 weeks ago, dead of night.
Right.
Um, it was I thought it was a little unusual. Like it wasn't part of like the usual arrangement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you told me not to tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone. And you had there's something on your breath. It smelled like rose and ash. And you looked really sick. Um, and there was this guy with you when you came, and my dogs hated that. I don't know who it was, but and you kept referring him to his
What did he what
exes or exes.
is this?
You will gain an edge.
What did he look like?
I might have a
Now,
picture of him.
a gambler and a crook named Exes. He was your contact, not a servant of vampires as far as you know. It could be good to see a friendly face, discard for a +2 bonus to a network to contact Exes. Ah, there he is.
I even had a Helmy one.
Nice. Oh, there's Nurse Helmy. Nice. She looks like a nice lady.
Yeah, she's a pretty nice lady. Although she doesn't trust
Okay.
you. She thinks you're delusional.
Okay, maybe I'll run into her again. We'll see. Okay, for a free interpersonal push when dealing with him. Okay.
Like, yeah,
Exes.
yeah, he drove you out here. Look,
Okay. Wow.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I can help you
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Something's changed. I don't know what it is. Like if you're trying to break away from those folks, I don't blame you. Like there's something that feels wrong about them. I mean, I can loan you my Suzuki Swift. I mean,
Appreciate it. You're right. And if one of them comes to the door again, Gregor, don't answer it, okay? I have reason to believe that they might be looking for me, and I don't think it's on good terms. So, I'm gonna get out of your hair. Do you need money? I have a little bit of money stored away. If I could just borrow your car for a little bit.
yeah, you can borrow my car. Don't worry about it. Just borrow the car. Bring it back when you're done. I'm retired. I don't need to go anywhere. Just me and my dogs. A couple hogs.
I really appreciate it, Gregor. Thank you very much. And I appreciate the coffee. This was fantastic. Thank you. Okay.
So, we're at 4 minutes till, which makes it a good time
Yes.
to stop. What are you thinking so far?
All right. This is good. It's so weird. It's so like how do I describe? I can only imagine what it would truly be like having to appear like a maniac and delusional, and people are calling you by name, and there's other people who are looking for you. I feel like if I was on the other side of that, like I feel like I would belong in like a straitjacket. You know what I mean? Like
Well, and you can't remember much. It's cloudy, and now you've got the taste of blood in your mouth.
no.
Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So it's very oh my gosh. It's hard to keep your cool, which only seems to make things worse for someone in my position.
But you're trained. Your character knows what to do.
Yes.
So.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think one of the things I like about it is it is intense, right? Like there's all this stuff going on. There's a bigger conspiracy at play. There's something dark out there. And can I fight it? Like, I got a gun. Will a gun even kill this thing?
It's kind of scary.
So, and now you've got this.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far.
I'm glad. I am enjoying this immensely as well. I want to thank everybody who came to watch. Always appreciate some views, and hopefully you had fun.
Thank you, guys.
And with that, I'm going to sign off.
So yeah, we'll be here next Monday.
Next Monday, absolutely. Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.